Bayswater Council's refusal to deal with several issues passed at the electors' annual general meeting has left residents upset. Residents Association President Tony Green says many residents are disappointed by the council's decision.
Well, there were three motions that I put up. The first one was to record all City of Bayswater council meetings and to make those recordings available to the public. And it was only stopped after there was some legal stoush between councillors suing each other and using those recordings as evidence. So all of the equipment is still there, and it's just a case of throwing a switch to put it back into place. But they have never ever made them available to the public, and this is the major part of the motion. Little councils, even like Bassendean, do make them available through their public libraries. Motion 2 was that a minor change be made to the procedure of council meetings to enable members of the public to make public statements. And the third motion was that the City of Bayswater combine the Tech Services Finance Personnel Committee with the Planning Development Services, Admin and Community Services Committees to form one single committee. The problem at the moment is that our council meetings last for 4 hours or more. The main reason for the long council meetings is that some councillors go to one committee and other councillors go to the other committee. Now this leads to debate in the chamber which could be avoided if all of the councillors went to one single committee.
The council's response was to postpone dealing with the motions until after the merger with Bassendean and elections in October, although it is now unclear as to whether the merge will continue as planned.
Given that the new council would be determined in October, we thought it best that they decide how that works and all the ramifications of that. At this point, we didn't see the negativity of pushing it back until that point, so we can keep working our resources towards this reform process.
These motions are not just thrown together. We have my association, the Bayswater City Residents Association, has a committee, and these questions are formed via that committee. And they're debated and they're examined to make sure that they're okay before they're submitted. Now, all of this has been a waste of time, and we were not the only ones at that electors' meeting who had gone to a great deal of trouble to prepare motions. The motions were passed almost unanimously, all of the motions at that meeting, and yet nothing, just swept under the carpet for 8 or 9 months. The statement is a nonsense anyway. As I've already indicated, there's no real cost ramifications to the council. Also, there aren't going to be any mergers now. The Premier's announced that it's all been scrapped, including boundary changes, so there'd be absolutely no change to the City of Bayswater as it is at the moment.
At this stage, from the Premier's comments on Tuesday and Wednesday, we are bounded by governor's orders, and they have been gazetted. So we have to still comply with that. And until we have clarity on whether or not those governor's orders are going to be retracted, we do not know. We are still in no man's land. I would imagine if the goalpost changes, as I said, with reform, then that changes all the circumstances. Again, I cannot speak on behalf of the council itself. They will make that decision. But logically speaking, I can't see why it won't be re-looked at.
What are the next steps for residents looking to pursue these matters further?
Every meeting, which we attend every meeting, our association, I will probably be raising it at public question time.
Residents of the City of Bayswater will continue to fight to make their voices heard. I'm Tega Faka, reporting for Undercurrent.